So blurring on your stream, you might see it in other streams and you might think, I want to use it. So what is it? How do we use it? Where do we use it? How do we control it? So blurring is what it says on the tin. We are blurring parts of the screen out on your stream or videos that you may not want other people to see, whether that is locations, structures, chat, anything like this. It's particularly used for MMOs, anything that involves any kind of player versus player. You don't want to give out information. You don't want to be stream sniped, anything like this. So I fly in EVE Online, I fly for Goons, I fly for ADFU, and there are certain things that we need to keep safe and we're not giving out information about. So as you can see on the left hand of the screen, I've got some stuff blurred out here under my camera. I've also got things blurred out on there. I have them under my camera as well because I have different scenes that my camera will change position in. So that blur is still going to be there. I don't have to worry about sharing information, oversharing. So now we know what blur is. How do we get blur? Where do we find it? So this is my OBS. I do a screen capture, which I call main capture. And this is where my blur is on. And you can find it either going to filters or pressing filters on there, which will take you to your filter screen. And you can do this for any source, any grouped source, anything that you wish to blur out, you can blur out. And as you can see, I'll move this back up to the top. These are the blurs that I use. I rename my blurs so I know where they are or what they are. So I can turn them all off and you'll see my main screen. I don't have no blurs on there now. How do we find the blurs? So it is composite blur. It is a plugin that has been made by Finite Singularity. I will put the description in the description where to find it, how to install it, or where to install it, should I say. So if I go on to latest releases, and I will leave this link in here, and then you'll choose which one you want to install. I would probably do Windows installer zip. And once it's installed, if your OBS is open, close your OBS down and reopen it just in case. And then when you press a plus button, when you're trying to put a filter on, you want to go to composite blur. And this is how it will show composite blur. And what you want to do and how to set it up, it is blur algorithm is Gaussian, blur type is area, background source for composite. Even though you're pressing filter on that source, it still asks you to choose main capture for me, which is screen capture. You could use game capture, anything you wish. And effect mask is crop because we want to tell it where we want it to blur. And your percentages here in the sliding bar will literally dictate where you are putting on screen. This is why we use several different blurs, and I rename them so I know where they are and I'm putting them exactly where they are. So a composite blur, this is what it looks like. So as you can see on the main screen, top does the top, bottom does the bottom until it disappears because the top's not high enough. Left, right, corner radius. Do you want corners on your blur? Take the feathering down so you can see that. Do you want corners on your blur? And the feather is, do you want it sharp blur so you can see the definite lines, or do you want it feathered? And that's it. Like I said, I would rename the blurs so you know where they are, what they are, and you can key them to shortcuts. You can key them onto your Stream Deck so you can turn them on and off, because obviously if you're playing a different game that doesn't need blurs, you don't want to blur out your things. So I hope this helps everyone, and this is blurring. Makes things look cleaner. You don't have to have big pictures everywhere. Enjoy. Make use of it. Any questions, please leave a comment or ask me in Discord.